All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sandra D, the main event. And today we are on the journey of talking about the narcissist. Okay, we are not going to be talking about hair and we are not going to be talking about food. We are going to be talking about the narcissist. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about why the narcissist picked you in the first place. So the narcissist picked you in the first place because you're destined for greatness. You have value that is in you. You have skills, you have talents, you have a lot to bring to the table. Okay, so that will be one of the reasons why a narcissist would choose you. Another reason why a narcissist would choose you is because they're looking for new supply. Okay, and they don't care if you are a man or a woman because some narcissists can be bisexual. Another reason why that a narcissist will pick you is because you fine and you got it going on and you are great eye candy. These are some of the reasons why a narcissist will pick you. But the reason why all of these tie in all together is because the narcissist is looking to fulfill their supply and their own demand. Okay? Narcissists to me are like two different people. One, they're like salesmen, and the second one, they're like recruiters. Okay. Now, a salesman's job is to sell you a product. Okay. They don't really care if you need it or not. They just need for you to purchase, to buy, so that they can receive money from you. Okay. Because they got to be able to sell the product that they have so that they can collect that money. Okay. This is part of why narcissists need supply, because you have something of value that they need to meet their supply and their demands in their own personal lives. Second thing that a narcissist is like to me is like a recruiter. Okay. A recruiter's job is to select candidates to place them on a job so that they can receive a commission, if you will, or money off of the candidate that they're sending onto a job. Okay, so the narcissist selected you as a candidate to perform duties, to perform a job that he has already selected for you to fill the position. Okay, this is why when you had the love bombing stage that I like to call the interview, because they're interviewing you to get intel from you to see what position that you can fulfill, that they have, that they want your duties to be assigned to you to do, that they need for you to perform so that they can receive and have the supply and the demand that they're looking for to supply them with their own personal needs, their own personal greed. Okay. You have to look at it in this scenario. Okay. The narcissist does not care about you personally. He only cares about what you bring to the table. Okay. Which is why when the narcissist does invest in you in the love bombing stage, is only so that they can manipulate you to work on your emotions to get you to stay for the abuse that is about to come up on you that you don't know that's coming. Okay, so when you start recognizing the red flags and your gut is telling you something is not right here, this is when they gaslight you, okay, and put you on a timeout. Now, at this point, you don't know you on a timeout, but they do. Okay, so when you're in timeout, they're going out seeking new candidates, new supply, so that they can continue to meet this fantasy and to meet the supply and demand that they're looking for to fulfill their life goals. Okay, they treat you like you are a dollar sign. Okay, they don't treat you like you're a person, but what can you give to them that they can take from you? Now, while they have you on timeout, they having you sitting over here thinking what happened when nothing didn't happen. Remember in the last video that I told you they're like bees? They got to go to this flower, to this flower, to that flower, to that flower. It's because they got to secure their candidates. They got to secure their supply. because they know that time is running out from getting supply from you, because you starting to recognize something ain't right here. You like, something stinks. So that's when they do their best TLC. And so I creep. Yeah, just keep it on the down low so nobody has to actually know. That's what they're doing. They're keeping you on the dark on purpose while they're going to go seek other supply. Now, they know that the gig is about to be up. But because they did this interview with you during the love bombing stage, they feel like, I know that I can get this person back at any given time and that they'll come running back to me. So when they discard you, or, you discard them, and you go no contact, meaning you block them on your social media page, you block them from your cell phone, you block them from your email, you told your friends you can't be bothered. They blocked all the way around. Like when a quarterback is needing to go and he needs to find his wide receiver or his tight end because he needs to score, but he needs his offensive line to stand up and to block, the other team from getting to him to sack him. Okay. That's what you're doing. You're setting up your boundaries so you can't be bothered. That's what no contact is. Okay. So in his mind or her mind, they feel that since you haven't said anything, they trying to figure out why my game didn't work. But since they got detail on you and intel on you, they just going to try to figure out which one of these techniques that they can use to hoover you, to stalk you, to suck you right back in, to go through the whole cycle again so that they can manipulate you, and also so that they can take from you, okay, and use you like you are a doormat. Because that's what they want. They want someone that is a doormat. And if they can't get you to be that way, that's when they had got that intel on the stuff that you don't like, that they use that against you. You know what I'm saying? To break you down. So that they can try to make you take the abuse, to make you submissive. Okay? But if you are a strong-willed person and you's like, I'm not falling for the opie doke. That ain't what I'm down for. This is why you need to understand that when you're dealing with a narcissist, you ain't the only one that they dealing with. But when they feel that they can't get you back into the rotation, they're going to do everything that they can to try to poke, because they're attention seekers. And what they're trying to do is work on your emotion to get you to snap on them so that they can put you in a bad light and be able to tell that supply or their friends or their family or co-workers or whoever it was, this is why I'm not with them. You see what they doing? You see how they act? Knowing that they push you to that limit to get you to that limit so that they can fulfill what they said on why they broke up with you in the first place. This is what they do. Okay? Even if you left the relationship, these are the things that they will still do because they're trying to figure out, how can I get my supply back so I can meet my demands in my life? And when a narcissist does select someone, they're not selecting you because they care about you, because they love you. They don't like you. They don't love you at all. They just want to know how they can subtract from your destiny so that either A, you don't meet it, or two, they're going to try to figure out how they can capitalize and gain from your destiny. This is what narcissists do. So if you thought you was the only one, no, they like bees. They buzz from this flower to that flower to the next flower to another flower. Sometimes you get some supplies that no, because they may be benefiting from it and they don't care because it's not happening to them. Or you have some other supplies that don't even know that they being played the same way. This is why a narcissist is like a recruiter. Okay? They recruit and they treat their relationships like it's business because they trying to figure out how they can gain and how they can extract, okay, and capitalize off of you. That's why a narcissist choose people who they choose. Okay, you could be having it going on They probably want you because you look good and they want eye candy. They know you destined for greatness. And they don't care if you are a man or a woman. Because some of these narcissists are bisexual. They don't give a damn as long as they can fulfill their supply and their demand. Because they didn't get what they needed as a child. Remember, I told you they're broken. Okay? They are damaged from some trauma that happened to them as a kid. And they never healed from it. So they built this persona, okay, as an alter ego. So when you meet them, you think that they're wonderful. But what you don't know is that they're a villain. And sometimes they'll try to show up like they're the hero. But what you don't know is that they set that situation up too, to make it seem like they are a hero, just to get you to fall even deeper into their net. You know how a spider has a web, and that when they do their web, you know how sometimes the flies get caught, and then the spider will go up over there and they will spin, okay, that fly around. They do that to secure the fly so the fly can't get away. This is why you went through that interview process with the narcissist, because when they sat there and interviewed you, they was finding out intel about you while you spilled the tea on what makes you tick, so that they can get you into their deception of web to make sure they can trap you so you don't get away. But if you do leave, oh, that narcissist is going to come for you. Okay? They coming. Because they don't want to lose their supply. So they'll stalk you, they'll hoover you. And a hoover is nothing but a way to suck you back into the relationship, okay? And then what they do is they'll test that hoover to see if you're going to respond by using certain things that are going on to try to get you to break your no contact. This is why you have two ways you can do no contact. You could leave it open for interpretation and not block them. And if they do call you, you can sit over there and tell them no, thank you. You could do that. Okay. I advise it and I don't advise it. I do advise it because you need to stand your ground and let them know you cool, you good. Okay. But sometimes that doesn't work because they know you and got this intel on you to where you may cave in. So the best way you can do this, if you feel that that's not working and you go around this mountain again, block them on everything. That means social media, block them. Okay? They got access to your telephone, to your email, block them on all of those communications. They were in your inner circle, block them on that too. They don't need to have no way of getting in contact with you. If they need something, they need to go to that other supply that they have because they got several. Okay? You have no need to be involved, communicate, talk, let alone them talking to you. You don't need to go backwards. Just keep going forward. So if you want to know why the narcissist has selected you, he selected you because he saw your value. That narcissist selected you because you were destined for greatness. And that narcissist is an opportunist that wanted to see how that they could deceive you into getting what they want to fulfill their needs and leave you high and dry. That's why you were selected. It wasn't because they liked you. A narcissist always has a hidden agenda. So when you meet someone and you guys go out and people are asking you some questions, you can defer from answering some of these questions and let them know, I don't know you well enough for me to share this info with you. Okay, you can do that. You can also ask them, I'm sorry, I don't give out personal information. You can tell them that too. And you can ask them, I don't give out that information, or why you need to know. Are you writing a book? You don't have to spill your heart out, because you got to be able to weed out the bad apples. You got to make sure you're not being recruited by a narcissist to meet their supply and demand. Because the only reason why they need that supply and demand is because they never got what they needed when they was a kid. And they're looking for people in their adulthood to make up for the loss of the things they never got as a child. So when they built that alter ego, that was their way of making somebody pay for what they didn't get. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.